Hey friend, welcome back to the On The Go podcast. If you've been with me for a while, you might remember that episode where we talked about networking strategies to grow your brand. That one really struck a chord. I know entrepreneurs, professionals, even students are asking, okay, I'm networking, but how do I actually turn conversations into real opportunities? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. Here's the thing, networking gets a bad rep. Most people think of awkward events, stiff introductions, and collecting business cards that just end up in a drawer. But networking isn't about collecting contacts, it's about creating connections. And that shift from contacts to connections is the difference between aimless networking and strategic networking. Think about it. You could leave an event with 50 business cards and no real connections, or you could leave with one meaningful relationship that opens doors for years. Which would you rather have? Strategic networking starts with three simple questions. Who am I trying to connect with and why? How can I engage authentically? And what value do I bring to the table? When you start with those questions, networking stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like you're building community. All right, let's get practical. How do you take a simple chat and turn it into an opportunity without sounding salesy? Here are three ways. Number one, lead with curiosity. Don't rush into a pitch. Ask questions that invite stories like, what's been your biggest win this year? Or what inspired you to start your business? People light up when they feel heard. Number two, look for shared values. Opportunities happen when you connect the dots. For example, if you meet someone who's struggling to hire the right people, maybe you know a recruiter that you trust. A quick introduction makes you memorable, not because of what you wanted, because of how you helped. Number three, plant seeds, don't pitch. Networking is a long game. Think of it like gardening. You don't harvest the same day that you plant. So instead of trying to close the deal immediately, just share what you do naturally. So something like, I help small businesses streamline their marketing so that they can focus on growth. That's it. If it sparks interest, they'll lean in. If not, you've planted a seed. Now, one conversation is just the start. The real key is nurturing the relationship. Here's how. Follow up with intention, not just nice to meet you, but something like, I loved our conversation about X. Here's that article I mentioned. I think it could help. That right there shows that you were listening to them. Stay present. Comment on their LinkedIn posts. Celebrate their wins. Send a quick birthday note. Little touches compound over time. Give before you ask. One of my favorite questions is, what's one thing that you're working on right now that I could support with, right? That simple question flips the script from what can I get to what can I give? And that's how trust is built. When you consistently show up authentically, people remember you, not just as a professional, but as a person. And that's when doors start opening. So why does this matter? Well, if you're an entrepreneur, your network is your lifeline. Clients, collaborators, mentors, investors. And if you're a career professional, your network could be the difference between hearing about that opportunity first or missing it completely. And if you're an aspiring business owner, building those relationships early gives you a head start before you even launch. Here's the mindset shift. Conversations aren't transactions, they are investments. Each authentic connection is a seed that you plant, and you never know which one will grow into your next big break. So here's your challenge this week. Think of one conversation that you've had recently, one that felt really promising but hasn't gone anywhere yet. Reach out, not with an ask, but with an offer. Share a resource, send an encouragement, or just check in. because opportunities don't just fall into our laps, they grow out of conversations nurtured by authenticity and fueled by generosity. Thank you so much for joining me today on the On The Go podcast. If this episode sparked some ideas, share it with a friend who's building their business or career. And if you haven't yet, go back and listen to our episode on networking strategies to grow your brand. This episode builds on that conversation, taking the next step toward turning those strategies into opportunities. Until next time, keep connecting, keep showing up with intention, and remember, your next big break might be just one conversation away. Have a great day. Bye.